This is the homeroom, wherever you may be and however you are watching. Twitch TV, Facebook Live, and on YouTube. We got Lee. We got Auntie Retta. It's just Celine being all crazy in the kitchen. Of course, you got myself, Type X Thrills, and look at Smooth trying to be all early for him. No, you wait for your intro, sir. You wait for your intro.
Smooth. I'm smooth.
You talk when I introduce you, sir. But anyway.
Whoa, what? What is this? What has this become? What is this?
This is the dictatorship of Type X Thrills. When you're not when you're thrilling, then you get talked to.
You know what? Anyway.
Welcome back, guys.
Why do you always threaten it?
Oh, he's like, Smooth's like, play my music. And he hits the button. That's where I start doing it. But anyway, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Lee, Retta, Celine, Smooth, myself. Welcome back, everybody watching. We got a good one today about, relationships and financial obligations. And just, disclosure. So anyway, how are you guys? We'll start with Celine. She's over there doing stuff.
She said
Yo, sorry. I am definitely cleaning the kitchen and stuff, But we're starting like the subject now.
No, we're just introduce yourself, because you have fans, and they always want to say hi to you.
My name is Celine. I am the known not give a shit one.
Not give a freak.
I like doing my own thing and doing stuff.
I ain't never seen you move this much on the podcast.
I am clipping that. We are clipping that. That's going on.
we gotta clip that intro. I'm sorry. That's going on the gram.
But hey y'all, I'm Celine. You can follow me at It's Just Celine on Instagram and TikTok. And that's about it. Hey y'all.
Okay.
We'll go with Retta. I love the shirt, love the aesthetic. Always glad to have you back.
Yeah. I thought about you when I picked this shirt out.
I know she just gets me. She just gets me. I just much love. And Lee, are you wearing a cool Captain America sweater?
No, my buddy made this. It's great.
Okay, shout your homie out.
Shout out to your homie. I will allow it, but next time you come in some Captain America stuff.
I don't even think I have it.
What is this, a Marvel convention?
Oh my gosh, I wish it was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so I'm doing great. We're posting this out again, doing some, Type X media stuff, so I'm really excited about that. Got a new project coming out soon. It's still under wraps. Just shh, not telling anybody. How are you today, Smooth? How are you today?
I'm doing great. Okay, I'm doing great. I don't want to yell at people. I feel like being a little bit more quiet this one. I kind of want to talk just gently to you guys, let you guys know that on October 30th, okay, we're coming out with an interview with Antrail. Yes, 3-0. We're coming out with an interview with Emmy Award-winning director Antrail's Harry. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be up on the channel soon. But October 30th, y'all be on the lookout. Also, check out my previous interview. I meant to say that earlier with Alexis Ray Parker. She has a song coming out on October 15th. Y'all be on the lookout. It's called Waste My Time. So yes, be on the lookout for that. That's it. That's all I have. I'm great. I'm feeling good.
I feel like we're in the quiet storm.
I know. I mean,
he was like a golf caster. He's coming for the park.
I feel like this is really good. So we're all going to talk like this, and two projects.
That's my radio. That's my radio voice. Like this. What the heck?
Coming live to you.
Whispering.
But let's get into our subject for today. Sorry. Let's get into our subject of the day. Today, when I'm talking sensually to you like this, do I need to disclose to you my financial obligations, good and bad?
Okay, all I see is yams though. But Anyway, I digress.
Celine? Yes,
Yes,
Yancey.
yes,
She's like, I'm gonna turn the
These
camera
yams?
on. Distracted.
yes, yes. You're getting thick. You're getting thick over there.
Well, I think you're confusing my yams and those yams because she got some yams.
Let's see him.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I did mention that earlier. I said, "Yo," I was like, "Whoever that is got some yams too, though." I was like, "Yo, what's going on?"
Oh
Oh, is there somebody
man.
else in the kitchen?
Oh yes, yeah. You missed that. You missed that. I didn't.
I wasn't
I
paying
catch
attention.
everything. I just don't say
Dude, I
nothing
was
wrong
so
most of the time,
disappointed that I couldn't go to Miami. They wouldn't let me.
bruh.
Man,
Bruh, they hold you.
they're so sad.
I'm sorry for you.
They hold me so hard. I was so ready to go.
On some parts,
Man,
I'm sorry for you, but I definitely am sorry for you.
I was literally on crutches, so it's okay. I wasn't there either.
I
I would have had to wheel you to the beach.
That shit felt so bad, man.
was in
I
the
was
courtroom.
It's in a courtroom. Whoa. It got dark. Turn on the lights.
Oh, but it's all
Have
right.
terrible luck.
But after that, I was in Hot Atlanta, home with the booties and the really tight skirts and the great food.
Oh,
So
3 hours for me. Huh. Okay.
Mm, mm,
She's
Okay, so anyway, so listen, how do y'all feel about disclosing your financial obligations before like a relationship gets serious, like marriage and all that stuff? Because I'm gonna just lead off with my thoughts. I feel like you honestly should. Like if you're setting up to build a future with someone, right? Build a future, build a serious relationship with them. You should disclose, like if you are $200,000 in debt, that might be something they need to know. If your credit is just like absolutely horrifying, you should disclose that and let them know that, hey, buying a house together might not be a thing for a while. Okay, might not be in your best interest till we get some other things and ducks in a row. All right. But how do y'all feel about it? Because I feel like you should.
we'll start with Retta.
Okay. I feel like it depends on the situation. So if you if your whatever the debt that you're in, if it's going to affect the marriage, like if it's going to change, so like child support, if you're
I'm sorry,
constantly,
but is it me or are you like talking in like slow motion?
I think it's you.
Yeah.
It's
Man,
me? Why am I hearing all I hear is like, well, I think
yeah, but really,
that
everything. Like, what you doing
do I
over
sound
there?
okay to the rest of y'all?
Yeah, you sound fine to me.
Yeah,
Yeah. You
You always sound
to
fine to
me
me,
it
but that's
sounds
beside the point.
like to me, I swear to God, it's like going in slow motion. That's what I'm like. Is this like
He's like,
I thought it was like
I
an
like it
effect.
like that. Keep working that fat. I don't know where you at. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. I think Celine, we're gonna start a GoFundMe for you. So we get you some better internet.
No,
Oh,
literally. Okay, sorry.
Celine,
uh,
we need to get you some better internet.
yeah.
No, I
I
heard
speed
you.
up at the end.
Okay, hey, hold on,
Is
hold
it
on.
still me?
It's
Look,
literally
y'all.
just Retta
Look,
though.
I know, but look, we ain't got a lot of time. Retta, go ahead. Let's go.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Um. Okay. So if whatever you're paying off, if it's going to change or take away from the other person in the marriage, so like alimony, child support, they're going to redefine how much you give. If, to my knowledge, they'll redefine what you give in child support when you're married because now you have a second income.
Depends on the
So
state.
that's
Yes.
something you're. Oh, okay. Well, down here, I think they do. So I feel like if that's something that you should disclose because it's going to affect your partner's income. But if you have something that you're, a loan or something that you're paying off that's just defined on you and it's something that you've been taking care of and it won't take away from what we're already doing, as long as you're taking care of it and I don't have to do anything with it, I don't really necessarily need to know that. But credit, yes, credit for sure. You do want to know about credit. Yeah, that's it. I think it just depends. But also, it also depends on your income. If you're making a lot of money, the other person won't ever even notice that you have other stuff that you're paying anyway.
I think shit, because the financial status is and I'm not even going to talk about financial obligations, just status, and I think that all goes into it. I think it's good to share with your partner. I'm not more so. I mean, I don't think you need to go into like all the super weeds and everything, and be like, oh, because of this and that. But I do think, because if you're with your partner, you want something serious and you trust them, that means you're trusting them with that information, and you're not telling them to say, hey, come and help me. It's just telling them, hey, this is what's going on with me. And I think that's a good foundation for any relationship to do it. Just to do that too. So, and I know, and like you said, there's things that are a little more pertinent, because if you guys are going into into a marriage, or just pretty much into a marriage, and like Retta said, if Retta and I get into a relationship, right? I have a child, so I have to pay child support. Retta's making bank, so now if the judge is going to go ahead and say, hey, this Retta's money is now going to supplement my income, so now this is to make my expenses go up, then that's something that we definitely need to talk about too, because that could take away from my contributions. But also, I think that you guys need to talk about financial obligations, financial status, because if we're in this relationship together too, it's that's about our contributions too, and so it's letting me know about that, because I'm a person where I want to contribute, and I expect my partner to be able to contribute as well too. But we also need to know what's going on, so we know what we can contribute to and what we're building towards as well too. And if we don't do that, it's going to be really, really bad. So, and you don't want anybody to be like, oh, well, how come you can't do this? Oh, by the way, I'm $200,000 in debt for this, or I'm still paying someone else's loan for something else as well too. And that's going to just shatter the trust, because a lot of times, if it's my debt that I accumulated, my partner's it's going to be okay with it, but they kind of want to know. So if they're planning to be like, oh, hey, I want to go on this vacation, and I'm like, oh, wait, I can't pay for that right now. Well, why can't you pay for it? Well, and it's not because I blew money on a big TV. It's because I'm still paying off 2 baby mamas cars ago. And that's not going to be cool.
That's a really good point. That's a good point.
So now we're going to get over to that Lee.
I think Retta and throws Alan and kind of hit it on the head. And like, I don't feel like I should have to disclose anything unless it's like super detrimental. Well, like if my credit shit, or I got like a lot of loans or something, or like I owe people money, yeah, I feel like you should know about it, especially if we're going long term, we're getting married, that type of deal. Absolutely. But other than that, I don't feel like I need to disclose everything. Like if I'm paying like a regular ass like car loan or something, still no like just day to day bills. Well, I don't feel like I have to tell you how much I make. Not that you couldn't figure it out either, though. I'm in the military. All of our like pay wages are there, but in a situation where like that wasn't the case, hey, it's like I don't feel like I need to bring that up. I don't. If I have to bring that up, if that's like one of the first questions, I don't feel like I should have to answer that.
Oh yeah, it's one of the first questions. GTFO.
Yeah, like dude, that's such a big turnoff for me. I'm just like now I feel like your intentions are different than what I.
Money when I'm in need.
Exactly.
Trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger.
Oh, she's a
Oh, she's a gold
digger.
digger. Way over time.
Way over time.
That nigga's
Ooh,
on me.
niggas on me. He gave me mine.
Singing
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, Lee.
that's pretty much all I had to say. Like in the circumstances that it's long term, absolutely you should like define everything that you got going on. But like in the beginning of that shit, like no, that's none of your business. I still need to figure out what you're trying to do.
Lee, what do you feel like is a good time frame? Like when? So you're saying, like, I agree. In the beginning, no one needs to know that. But for what do you feel like is a good time frame to say, okay, I'm willing to tell you how much I make or discuss finances with you?
Do you mind if
I
I do her hair over here?
What?
I feel like at like maybe 6 month period, I'm getting pretty comfortable. If I haven't told you already, that's probably a good time to bring it up. Up like like I would say like about 6 months in, we're probably rocking pretty solid. We've gotten pretty comfortable.
Yeah,
I fuck with 6
I
months.
I agree with that.
mess with
Or
that.
not even like
I
six
agree
months
with that
in,
time frame.
but it's like, and I think Lee hit it on the head. It's like when you know it's going somewhere, definitely. And I think that's why when Lee's like, if I haven't told you already, if I feel comfortable. So I think Lee's like 6 months, like maximum. But if I know this is going somewhere, I'm like, I'm letting you know.
Yeah, like I probably already brought it up before then, but like I just said 6 months because it seemed like it's still kind of early.
Mhm.
Because like for me, like I'll take things fucking slow when it comes to that shit. So like I would say like 6 months is still pretty soon in my
Mhm.
head. And like if we are riding out that long, I probably would have brought it up sooner than that. Because like I know your intentions at some point.
Facts. So listen, if I ain't went out and got your ring size, don't you dare ask me about how much money I'm making. Period. Point blank. We dating, baby. Keep it cordial.
Oh
If I don't ask you your
wow!
ring size, just leave me alone.
What's
Oh,
your
Leave my
ring?
pockets alone. Leave my
Girl?
pockets alone.
all
Straight
right.
like that, Bird? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so
you're gonna be engaged for a little minute. You might be engaged for like a year to two. You know what I'm saying? That's normal. Like people be engaged for about a year or two. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
Like
but then they want
I can give you my
maybe
finances
she
in.
maybe she wants to know what your maybe she wants to know what your financial obligations are before she says yes.
my financial obligations are you, baby. That's what it is. I
Right.
got you a
That's what it
ring.
is. Like you don't need to know that. All you need to know is these bills is paid. Don't ask
Answer,
me where
good
this
Yeah,
answer,
money
good
coming from.
answer.
business.
Yeah, these
That's
bills is paid. Don't ask me where my money coming from. Don't ask me, can you get that person? No.
Yeah,
The
but
answer is no.
those, those bills are paid until they aren't. You never know when,
No.
I hear people say that in a good relationship. Sometimes it's 80-20, sometimes it's 100-0, sometimes it's 50-50. So that means at some point you may go through a hardship. And if I don't know what's going on, how am I supposed to know what I need to help take care of?
yeah. All
But see,
jokes aside,
that's when ample communication. That's when communication comes in. Let's say, hey, I got this situation going on. Here's what the situation is. Hey, look, can you help, baby? Can you help me out? Like I'm gonna
No,
be upfront. And I'm
no,
gonna
No,
but
ask you.
this
I need to,
one, this
I
one,
need to know
I agree
before.
with
I need
Retta.
to know.
I agree with Retta on this one because
But then it's like,
because
how did you get there? Because my
no,
thing is like, if you say that to me, and it's like you got there because you were gambling and lost the money that you weren't supposed to be spending in the first place, then I'm not gonna. You get what I'm saying? You're a grown ass
well,
That's
adult.
different.
You shouldn't
Yep.
be
no,
I
gambling,
see
agree
and
with
that
you
one I
on
you
don't
that.
get
agree
what I'm
with
saying. So
because
it's like I need
no,
to know
because
how you got in that
Right.
situation in the first
well,
place.
no,
Right.
hold
So
on,
if
hold on,
I
hold on.
so
No.
if I'm like, hey, it's a family situation, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we banded together, you know what I'm saying, so we can pay these medical bills or whatnot.
Oh,
Then it's like,
that's a
okay,
whole
cool.
nother conversation in itself.
No,
You
but
loaning
no,
that,
but
money to
this
your
no, this is what
family,
I'm
that's a whole
saying.
nother
No, this is what I'm
conversation.
saying. I agree with Retta because maybe, like you said, you don't need to know everything about the journey of the business and how to get the money like that too. But you need to know the structure. So then in her head, she knows if you go on hard times, so before you're saying, hey, we have the situation, she already has it figured out. So then she already has it blocked out, this and that. So then she knows if she knows how to she has the backup stipend already too, or she knows exactly how many hours she needs to work overtime or whatever, or to pick up shifts to cover that for the family. So that's where I agree with her, where she kind of needs to know at least a framework or structure of the bills and everything of how much it costs from the month to month.
Just a little snapshot.
I mean, listen, if y'all
Especially
at
if
the
y'all
point where
live
y'all,
together.
if y'all living together, y'all should have a budget together. Y'all should honestly have a budget. It's just
You
say,
should,
hey,
but it's not always like that.
the household income is this. The household income is this. This is how we paying these bills. This is what we have left over. Like
That's what you
have
just
left
asked,
over.
and you're like, don't worry about it, because that's what you just asked for. And you were like, don't worry about it.
No. I'm talking about. So listen, I'm talking about, like, let's say y'all not living together, right? Here's the situation. Y'all not living together, right? I'm paying my own bills. You're paying yours. Okay, you're paying your bills. I'm paying mine, or whatever. If before, like, you know, when you're gonna come on some hard times or whatever, like, you kind of get that feeling. Now there's those rare oddities where, like, oh my god, my car got totaled, or all my wheels got blown, or something, like some just wild far out stuff that just, like, it's out of control that could happen. You know, like, those are out of pocket. But when the scenarios where you kind of know it's coming, it's like, hey, baby, like, we got this upcoming expense, you know what I'm saying? So and so is sick, so and so in the hospital. Hey, this is what the family is looking to do. Like, can you help me out? You know what I'm saying? As I take care of my, like, whatever it is, your mom, your aunt, whatever it is, you know.
But
And if she says, like, okay, well, here's what I can do. Cool, appreciate that. Whatever that person says that they can do, appreciate that. You should not look towards that person to fully, like, just pick up everything and just take care of you. Like,
well,
that's
if it seems like
unreasonable.
that, it seems like
That's
then you
unfair.
guys aren't that serious, though.
Nah, like, because I'm saying, if y'all have your own stuff, right? Each person has their own spot. You can't ask them to fully support your spot, and they're gonna be, like, homeless if they fully take care of you.
No,
Or
I'm
they gonna
not
be
asking
hurting
for
if they
that.
fully take care of you. That's
But
what I'm saying. Like,
no, but if
that's
you're
when y'all
fucking with
get in
this
the
person,
scenario of, maybe we should consolidate. Maybe we should start living together. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the time being, you know what I'm saying? You give up your crib, you know what I'm saying? We pay whatever it is to get you out your lease early. Boom. And then we
No,
start living together. Whatever it
hold
is,
on.
but it's whatever.
see,
I don't
but
know.
I get
I'm
what
just
you're
talking.
saying right there, Smooth. I get what you're saying. But back, if you guys are fucking with each other like that too, then the person, I said, they don't need to know everything, but that's why they should at least have a snapshot going into that, so they know. Because I'm saying, everybody I'm fucking with on that level for that long term, I know the snapshot of what they're doing. So if stuff like that happens, I can say, hey, this is what they're doing, and this is what we could do. So maybe even if I can't front everything over for that moment right there, I know where to go, how much to get, and everything to help them out of that situation. So if you're really that serious with that person, and like you said, and it's going somewhere, they deserve a snapshot.
But I also feel like that's a big mistake that a lot of relationships make these days, is because now what you said, Byron, was, well, okay, how about you move in with me until everything gets together? Now you have this connection that's based off of a need. So now they move in together, and now they're helping each other out. They end up getting a job or getting their life back together. And then they're like, oh, wow, but this is a lot cheaper and easier with us living together. But they haven't. I'm not saying I've lived together with my partner before marriage and stuff like that. So I'm not saying it's wrong, but when you do it for the wrong reasons, now y'all have y'all roommates now. Y'all are together based off of a financial need. And that's not the purpose of a relationship, because then now that y'all gotten comfortable in that setup, the next time something goes wrong, it's not gonna go down like that because y'all ain't got comfortable. So they definitely shouldn't be moving in because of that. But you know that you can help that person out some, but it is harder. Somebody would have to significantly be making a lot more money.
All right, Celine, take us home.
Oh, Lee was about to say something. So I think both of them.
No, I was thinking of something else, but I said it out loud instead of thinking in my head. Yeah, sorry.
I'm thinking out loud.
But to me, obviously, like, if you're about to get married or if you're engaged, like, even before you decide to engage this person, I feel like all those things, I mean, because when you sign a marriage certificate, you guys are are bound to each other, right? So everything becomes one, technically, right?
Hmm?
Oh, she just cut out.
Calling me. I told her that I'm on a podcast right now, so I cannot talk on the phone, but she keeps calling me, and I'm like, I can't
Okay.
Maybe
It
it's
happens.
important.
talk. But she's about to get her hair done. Anyway, lost my thought. Okay. When you're about to get married, you basically like are about to become one person. You know, two people
Mhm.
become one, right? So it's like obviously before you even engage somebody, you should know like at least that much about them for the simple fact that I mean, you're literally about the rest of your life with them. So it's like you don't want to go into a marriage in debt, especially if you already personally already worked so hard on your credit or so hard on your financial stability. And then now this person can, like mess all of that up potentially, right? You could have 800 credit score, they can have a 500 credit score, and your shit is like 600 now. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you don't want stuff like that to happen. So it's like to me, those things should be worked out before hand together, because my thing is like obviously if you're thinking about marriage, y'all been together for a while, or you get what I'm saying, you're in love with that person.
Mhm.
So so therefore you're making the next steps to be able to grow together, right? So that's the whole thing. It's about growing and growth. And if you are not comfortable with your significant other in those areas, then that's some areas that you need to look at within yourself, because that's part of growing and growing together, right?
Mhm.
So it's like yes, I agree with each significant other being able to comfortably be comfortable with the other person's financial um area that they're in, right? With the other part that we kind of covered, as far as like if we were separately living, and I mean, to me uh that's circumstantial, because for the simple fact that you could be living apart and still get engaged. You get what I'm saying? Like, and the next step after getting engaged would obviously be moving in together, which to me, I would think I would want to do that beforehand. That's just me personally. But people do it all the time. They don't necessarily live together or stay together, but they're at each other's places probably enough to kind of know like cleanliness or whatever. But financial wise, like obviously if your other is in some type of hardship or whatever, and y'all are supposed to be like partners, kind of, I mean, like uh, I'm a ask three before me type of person, but in a relationship, to me, obviously, like I would try my best with whatever is going on. To me, like I'll say this a million times, I'm spoiled. So financially, like I it's like I y'all know, like I came from somebody that was just financially really didn't have to worry about it. But there was one time, Chris, I think it was either Thanksgiving or Christmas, where I actually had to um work some things out, because his accounts had got frozen due to literally $200 of child support not being paid. But it was literally, the child support was 2,200, right? So she got the 2,000 and didn't get 200 of it, and they froze his accounts for the $200. So I had to, like financially take care of groceries for Thanksgiving and this and that. And mind you, it was out of the blue. So for me, it put me in a spot because at that, like, I wasn't working, right? Like I was just at home mom, whatever. And when he gave me money, like it was for specific things. So it wasn't like I was just like balling or anything, but luckily I did have money to the side enough to take care of the things that needed to be taken care of at that time when he wasn't able to. It's not like he was going through a hardship. It's just his accounts were frozen to the point to where he couldn't even go to the bank and get anything out because they were on freeze. So it's like even things like that. Oh, like I lost my card. Do you mind backing me until, my card is fixed? Or, just whatever circumstances, like just things like that. Like to me, it's about, are you willing, to even be like that with that person, right? To me, you have to be willing to do that. Like, are you able to look at this person and be like, if they are in a messed up situation, am I even willing to help them out? That's a question you have to ask yourself, and for the other person as well, because my thing is, those are things that you're only going to be willing, like you're going to be willing to do almost anything for the person that you love, right? So if there are some things that you're hesitant about, I mean, I wouldn't ignore that, but at the same time, you have to look at yourself about why you are this way with that person. Because to me, like, if you're really in love, like, you gonna make whatever shake for that person. So you would have to question yourself as far as like how far you're willing to go for this person, especially if you potentially think about marrying them. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, personally, I think is just a yes for me. You should know those things. But other than that, it's like I think that to each its own, depending on the situation, as far as just if you're going to be helping your significant other, if you're not engaged, or if you're not, like this and the third. But if you're going to be borrowing money from this person or helping this person out financially, like I would want to know why I would need to help. You get what I'm saying? Like, are you in between jobs? Like, are you, like, that's why I said it's like, it depends on the situation, like you could be in between jobs and like I'll look at it like this. Like if you're going out to the club every weekend and you ask me to help you with the rent, I'm gonna be thinking no, because why were you going out? You should have been responsible enough. You get what I'm saying, to know that you shouldn't have been going out and your rent is about to be due. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But then it's like, like there's just, a lot of catch-22s with that. So that's like only a specific type of question for me. Like it has to be like specific, but yeah.
So yours will be based off of the circumstance and the scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, y'all. This has been Home Rule Smooth episode, whatever it is. Nah, hey, listen, hey, thank y'all for watching. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I want to thank Typex Drills, Lee, Celine, Auntie Retta coming through. Hey, y'all check us out on the next one. We out.